Hey ladies, in this video, I'm going to walk through the follow-up system that you can use to turn your guests into paying members. So within the first 3 days of a visit for a guest, you want to make sure that you have sent out a social media connection request. So on Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever social media platforms you use, make sure that you connect with them on social media. This is going to be really, really important, and you're going to see over the next few minutes how this is all going to tie together. The second thing I want to make sure that you do is that you invite them to the Women Helping Women to Network main Facebook group if they're not already a member, because we're going to be doing a lot to drive membership inside of that group in the next upcoming months. We're learning out our process, and then that will be a big source of leads for new guests coming in, and then also to turn the guests that have done some visits and stuff into actual members. And then you want to make sure that you send a follow-up message, obviously. And here's an example of one that you can send to all of your guests. Hi, blank. I really enjoyed chatting or meeting with you. Pick which one you want. Earlier today at Women Helping Women. And you want to be specific about what was the location, where was the restaurant, because then that's going to trigger them, because they may not know or remember what it was. And learning more about you and your company. I really love that blank, right? You want to insert something amazing that you really like about what they're doing. So check out their website, do something to where you can be more custom, right? I'm always curious about guests' first impressions of our meetings. Would you care to share your thoughts about your experience today with me? Right? And obviously say today if you're following up the same day. This is really important because it's going to get your conversation going, and it's not in a salesy or spammy way. You're just following up and asking questions. Now, the next thing that you're going to do is you want to make sure that you add them to your lead list so that you can continue to follow up. So what is your lead list? I'm not going to dive too deep in this, because if you are in business, you obviously know what a lead list is. This is your list of potential clients, customers, people who will eventually give you money, and you want to make sure that you're staying in touch with them. So how do you stay in touch with them? Number one, you want to send them event reminders. You can send them special trainings like Success Academy or mastermind opportunities or coffee clicks, anything like that. Special events coming up like Aim High. You can send them details about exciting new speakers, and also you can connect with them over common connections. This is why connecting with them on your social media platforms is so important, because then you can see who you have your mutual connections in common, and then say, oh, well, you know such and such. I've known her for years. How is it that you know her? Whatever. And you can start a conversation. Ultimately, your whole goal, if they didn't immediately apply for membership, you want to just continue the conversation with them. You want to build a real relationship. What does Women Helping Women to Network stand for? A safe space, real education, and real relationships. And you have to be the example for that. So building a real relationship for them. Now, these notifications can be sent via email, text, social media message, however you want to communicate with them. Everyone communicates differently. Some people are not going to use Facebook Messenger. Some people are not going to use email. Everyone communicates differently. So you want to see how your potential new member communicates. Do they respond to your email, or do they respond to your text message? Remember, in text message, you want to keep things tight and concise. You're not sending a full email inside of a text message, nor would you do that in social media as well. So for example, a follow-up message could be, hi, so-and-so, Bridget Irby here from Women Helping Women to Network. It was so great to meet you at the Montrose evening event in September. This is a follow-up. So this is, let's say they've gone to a meeting and they haven't been back, and they haven't requested anything else. Right? It was so great to meet you at the Montrose evening event back in September. We're actually hosting a special training there again in October. It's just a few days away. Let me know if you want me to save you a seat. Talk soon, Bridget. P.S. How's your enter their current project going? I'd love to hear more about it. So this is another thing that you want to be very intentional when you're meeting new guests and this is a good question just in general, but you always want to ask, hey, what are you working on? what's your big project that you have going right now? What is it that you're moving towards? What are you working on? And then you can continue to ask them about it, because that's important to them. Whatever their project is, that's going to be important to them. So you can ask about it. So making sure, and again, this goes back to just developing the real relationships and being someone of service. I think that using the line, do you want me to save you a seat? And asking that, and that's not being fake and saying, do you want me to save you a seat? That's literally meaning you're willing to save them a seat. Hey, I'll save you a seat right beside me. If you want to come, let me know. Right. So just be very casual, develop the real relationships. Now, if they ask for more information about membership, you can send them this. This is just an example. Hi, such and such. I really enjoyed chatting with you earlier today and learning more about you and your company. I promised to send you some more information about Women Helping Women to Network, and here it is. I've attached more information about membership and how to submit your application. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. Feel free to call or text me, and then you enter your number and then sign it. That's it. Short and sweet and to the point. So someone is interested in someone is interested, but they didn't submit the application. What do you do? Obviously, you're going to send the initial email, right? Sending the details about that. And then you want to follow up with them and say, hi, such and such. I want to make sure that you received the email that I sent the other day. My email's been kind of buggy. That's supposed to be buggy, not bugging. Buggy, and some of the messages aren't getting delivered. Let me know. Now you can send this via text message, and you can also say something like, hey, you requested some of the information about membership. I sent it to you via email, but I'm not sure you received it. I'm just following up to make sure that you got it. I stay true to my promises. I promised that I was going to send it to you. I just wanted to make sure that you got it. That's it. It's very, very simple. Then you just want to continue to stay in touch and be of service. So remember, you're sending out event reminders, special training, special events, exciting new speakers, common connections. You're connecting over the people that you have in common. Now, you are also going to be posting your events for your chapter on your social media. This is really, really important. So if they are now inside of the Women Helping Women to Network Facebook group, and they're friends with you on Facebook and LinkedIn or whatever other connections, if you are being active and you're posting the events on your social media, then they're going to be seeing the events from multiple different angles, which means they're going to see them on your profile. They're going to see them inside of the group. They're going to see them on LinkedIn. They're going to see them on a lot of different angles, which means they also get to see people commenting, liking, and sharing on it on a lot of different ways. So it keeps it top of mind. Right? Maybe they were busy when they were scrolling through the first time, so they didn't see it on your personal profile, but because they're in the Facebook group, right? Then they have these other opportunities to see that as well. Then you can also send them out that quick text reminder, asking, hey, we have this event coming up. Do you want me to save a seat for you? Let me know. But most importantly, you want to build real relationships. That's what we want to be known for, real relationships. That's the way that women connect. So you want to make sure you're following them on social media, you're commenting on their posts, you're celebrating their wins, and you're supporting their losses. If you are not familiar with how to create a friends list in Facebook, this is also really important. If you just look on the left side of your Facebook, there's an option for a friends list. You can add all of the people that you want to make sure that you're paying attention to on social media into a friends list, and then that will be the only posts that pop up in your newsfeed. That is one way that you can keep up with them. There's a lot of different ways, but make sure that you are being a part of their life and developing a real relationship with them. So to recap and boil it down, after their first visit, you want to be in contact within 48 hours, thanking them for coming and starting a conversation if they haven't already requested information for membership. Obviously, if they've requested information for membership, you want to be giving and providing that information. You want to make sure that you follow up within the next 2 weeks with an invitation to come to another event. So if you send out your first email, and again, that first email is always designed to start conversation, whether you're giving them more information about membership or whether you are just following up with them and saying, hey, thanks. I would love to learn more about X, Y, and Z, what you have going on. So if you have sent that out and then you're going to continue to follow up in the next two weeks, as you continue, you're going to be following up every single month with special events, meetings, and opportunities. So you're going to stay in touch with them no matter what, right? Stay in touch with them via social media, through a direct message, and continue on. And that's it.